Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, welcome to another edition, another episode of Jack Rams Online on Mega Artist Media. My name is Jack Rams, and I'm joined by KG Wakasi, my brother.
Boss.
The Daily Chillers Experience.
DJ.
You're not. You are the founder.
Yeah,
the
founder, the main man.
Behind.
Yeah, starting from scratch.
Yeah, welcome. The purpose of this episode or this video is the first one is to appreciate people who have been supporting us. The second one is to talk about people having opinions on issues they don't understand and blowing things out of proportion. Right?
People taking things personal.
Yeah, right. Just a brief, not necessarily go into detail, because the disadvantage we have now is that we are using equipment that requires us to use electricity. So we only have like about an hour to do this thing. Which one should we start with? Appreciation, eh?
Yeah, let's appreciate them first.
I think we should start with the good news.
Yeah.
Bad news. Yeah, I think... is my phone even on silent? I don't think so. Someone is going to call me, I know, around this time.
Jack.
I'm expecting, I know at this time I usually expect a call. Right? Is yours on silent?
Obvious.
Yeah. So I said that we were going to talk about appreciation, and we're going to be talking about opinions, having opinions on issues that people do not understand, blowing things out of proportion, and actually even denying other people an opportunity to express themselves however they want to express themselves. We're about to hit 500 subscribers. We started this channel like by now it's like 8 months.
8 months ago.
8 months ago.
From zero subscribers.
We
no
don't
help, nothing.
No.
With whatever we have.
We didn't buy a channel with subscribers.
And we can buy them.
We know.
Yeah, we can buy them. Now I can make a call and say,
yeah.
Barur,
we want a channel with 10,000 subscribers.
10,000 subscribers. So I'm going next door.
And the other thing is, we started the channel from zero, right?
Yeah, from
zero subscribers, 0 views.
0 views. Everything was 0.
We can also buy views. No.
Do you see less or views?
Yeah, the reason why I say this.
Ushumisha connection well, but
yeah. The reason I'm saying this is because I posted a status on Facebook talking about like the reason behind that status was because someone was telling me that I should at least get influencers to pay influencers to get them to get me more numbers, to get more people to subscribe to the channel. Right?
Give me a record label. Sorry. Record label.
Yeah, it's the game. Game is panang.
Yeah, when I want to sign a record label,
it's not a bad thing. That's what record labels do, right? They buy influencers, especially TikTok influencers, because also TikTok pays. I get. They buy influencers to push your music, to do challenges, so that you can have more streams, so that you can have more money.
Views.
It's not a bad thing.
I bet.
But then the difference with it, when it comes to podcasting, is my idea has always been that I wanted my channel to grow organically, gradually.
If they want to ask, or how did you start Jack Rams, you don't have to explain. The fans will explain for you.
Exactly.
Like now,
you understand?
Hey,
there's an oral play. See the disadvantage of recording in outside.
Hey.
There's a bus passing now.
Yo. I got trouble in Abachaisha, Meberoko.
It's
not like the million. Just like there must be people who are robbing progress. Views.
That's the point.
That's Jack Rams.
That's the point I wanted to raise, Worry. Like, I know all the platforms, I know all the channels, I know all the processes, I know what needs to be done. I'm not ignorant. If if you know me, you would know that I'm one person who's very conscious and alert, right? I'm very intelligent. I know that for sure. And it's not that I'm boasting, gloating about it. I know.
You know what you are doing.
I know what I'm doing. So the reason why I wanted to appreciate everyone who has subscribed and everyone who has viewed all the episode or any episode on the channel is because those are authentic, organic people.
Yeah.
Who voluntarily subscribed because they like our content, they like
Our work and
they like
everything.
the job that we do, they like Jack Rams as a personality. You understand?
Exactly.
They are following Jack Rams and they are following his content and they appreciate the person that he is and they appreciate his work, right? So I know there's a phrase bariki, fake it until you make it.
You
Now
don't
I'd
have to
rather work.
fake it.
I'd rather put in the
Not
work.
rather say, okay, so let the work speak for you. That's how I put it. I agree, fake it until you make it. Let the work speak for you. That's it. Mero ka o bolelele. Not
O ska o hesha.
Wena o ska o hesha. For
For
example, gape ke go sheletše. O rile 10 views, 10k views. O di kry-ile via di-views tše. Nna ke jo bona di gona. You don't know the process. A o bele mata o ka pusha gore o kgone go kry-a di-subscribers tšeo di nyaka. Wona o no kry-a 10k. Out of the blue ka cash.
You also know where there are streaming farms, right? Like for digital music platforms.
Exactly.
Yeah. People set up 100 devices in one room. And then each device streams that particular artist's music from different digital music platforms. From all these streaming platforms. So, ka gare room LED phone 100, for instance. So, the phone 25, di tsena Spotify. The phone 25, di tsena iTunes. The phone 25, di tsena on Deezer. Yeah.
Account.
Do you understand? And that's how they make they
More
make the
views.
numbers and more views. So we all know about those things. It's just that some of us we really want authentic followers. We really need real followers. We don't need the robot or the follow. So that's why we want to appreciate you, to acknowledge you, and to say that we appreciate your support. We love that you are following us, and we promise that we are going to give you authentic, real, informative, or educational and informative content. I know that a lot of people have also said that why I'm not interviewing certain people, and I realize that they say I must interview them because they are trending, and because also like it's just sensational. For me, it's not about sensational content. It's about telling people stories and creating content that is everlasting. You understand? When you come back after 3 years or 4 years, you listen to the content and you're like, yo, this information is still relevant today.
Exactly. The importance of workshop as well. You can go there, like where bolela batho ba reng ba fitile mengwaga yela ba fitileng, but at the moment re apply lo tše dintho, but they still share the information is still useful for la gane jwale.
Yeah, we just improve on what existed before. They would, like they will usually say, or there's absolutely nothing new under the sun.
There's lo tše dintho ke tlo re check technology and some changes nyana tše dinnyane fela. That's it.
Yeah. So thank you very much. We really appreciate the support. That's what this video was about. That's part of what this was about.
Motho ke motho ka batho ka
Ra leboga banna. Yo, ra leboga. So la re no dula ra re shooter gore re kgone ho tšea nako e, because sometimes nako a e go bra. You'd find that you don't have time to do such things. But also now I want to talk about your situation in particular. You had an interview on radio and you were expressing your experiences in terms of the entertainment industry, particularly as a DJ, right? There were things that you said there on the platform, and then it seems like it created conflicts ka wena bra. Ebile nka re batla o khielela.
I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, when I punch you remember punch on my previous episode on the podcast. He was like bafana ba DJ ba gafa.
Now I care ki kwena mo way.
Yeah.
I go with selo. ke tla go personal gore o kgone wa pele. If you feel like o offended or something, it means o fita ka ra dieta tše kuwe. It's not like nna ka bolela ka wena o ba kere mamma le gona nka se ka bolela radio ke sena experience ko bolela ka eng
Sure.
ko fitla ka reng aowa o ka se bolele o sena experience o bolela eng maakafe.
Yeah, but then now I'm thinking when I'm seeing all this debate that is happening, and I'm like, but sometimes Majita, they are blowing things out of proportion, and they are just actually even trying to dismiss other people's opinions because when you haven't experienced what I have experienced,
Exactly.
and I'm going to express it in detail of how I've experienced it.
Exactly. Lo ena o ka experience ntho ngwe somewhere nna ka se experience ntwela like motho a ka so treat o swana o ka ya go mo someone no sorry nna ka fihla ka re damana a sharp because of nna o dile nna re ke se ka ba sharp ko tšhela mo gore damana a sharp mara wena o fitlha o tshwara sharp o bona difference ya one mo kae.
Yeah, but also what's about the problem e ke bonang nna ga baya gore a lot of time when people try to speak out and motho a try go ke express a bolela ka mo go ena feeling ka ona go ba ka mo go a bonang dilo ka ona ga baya go na le batho ba le reng a banya gore batho ba bangwe ba bolele because ba tseba gore batho ba bangwe ga ba bolela di nnete and di nnete tša bona wa e bušiša and as long as o sa bolele like o sa bolele maina a batho one I get o sa expose motho o sa embarrass motho publicly even you understand why would someone feel some type of way and think that you are talking about him, then it basically means that you are actually actually the shoe fits.
Hey, o re wena ka mo ga re dieta tšeo wa tsena ke size ya gago kgotlo.
So but then now I realized gore go na le majita ba lo reng ba tšhaba go bolela because ba tšhaba gore ba tlo tswalelediwa ba ka sa kry-a di-gig dipoleke tše di rileng wena o tšhabe mfanaka gore ba tlo kela
nna ke nna go sa tlalwa luta start everything from start a ke nyake connection in my life connection in thuša ka eng I wanna know my struggle gore ke tšwa kae ke thomile kae ke ya kae
sure
ke tseba tsele ke yang yona and if I'm wrong ngwana phošo a bolae o tla mphošolola ba mpontšha tsela.
So nagana gore majita mabaya a ba bolele simply because they have no backbone.
Ba buy face.
They're licking ass.
Hey, ba buy face. And now I won't do that. You rather kiss my ass and say goodbye. Nah, jo sa nyako spana lesa.
Ne?
Ke be bereke ka tsela ga go fitlhaneng. Okay, it's fine. Go faranta. For 15 years go faranta, go gola nna. Oni biale du ko sha dinyaka tšhelete.
Yeah.
Lo tše baya a ke ne di sete jack ko le tša kaeng di nyaka tšhelete rantela gape o tso re ya depreciate di-USB di nyaka tšhelete music o nyaka tšhelete I must do haircut one ka palala ke haircut swantse ke reke dikobo swantse ke belela yago ke representega le nna re go bontšha reng ke ya gola mara wena o ntima ka o mfa ranta waya ke ye ranta waya
Yeah. So you know what's my thing about people who don't want other people to express themselves and share their own stories. Sometimes I feel like if you are too close to other people or certain people, and sometimes with the people that you grew up with in the same area and in the same space, there is this tendency of judging people because of who they were in the past or where they come from, their upbringing and their family background. And someone is trying to suppress you and oppress you to say you cannot say this because when and then you must actually because this is the only opportunity that you have. If you mess up this opportunity by talking a lot and expressing how you feel and how you see situations, you might not eat and
no, you hold the power forever. There were people before you. Samba or rena kgona tsena ba movile ba nyogile ba ile pele because of what ba tshwere ba thushapo ba ya pele. So wena go potsa gore you will hold the key forever. Ona bone growth in what you are doing. O no dila for slanka o dila gore o bala bana ba borena roje eng jack o tswalla di channel. Now I'm doing this even if the person o loreng o nyoko tshwana le nna ntebele di samwa ka motsebe but he's following me o ta gona go shwareng ke nyaka growth nka se phele ke nna kg wa ka se wa go tswa nno botse wa ya wa no go dula Sandton le nna ke swana le ba ba
Sure.
hey and re go dule Sandton obviously swantse ke ape game ya ka nka se no phela ke so ke dlala ntwetse 1 2 3 swantse ke ape game ya ka le nna ke bontsho re ya be le ra nyogella there's a progress a o se bore ke no phela nna ranta left ranta 12 ranta nne ranta o kra panchara ranta le kshi panchara koding.
Yeah, but let's take it from what Punch said in the previous episode.
Yeah, ke naka ya punch ya ke naka punch wa lwala punch wa pheka monna.
But I think he has a point.
He has a point somewhere. Yeah. It's a point somewhere if you not experience. It's a point if you not experience.
How so?
Okay, it's fine. Agro swanjo in demand. Or trauma go in demand.
But you are creating your own demand. You are creating value around yourself ka daily chillers experience.
Exactly.
And people don't even know that you are spending money that you do not have to make the daily chillers experience successful. You don't even get paid from the establishments where you are hosting. Even if you get paid, it does not even cover half of the things that you would have done to make the event successful. So I think that's the point that Punch
was raising. Because of Rishimisha equipment, recorder, Rishimisha plug, Rishimisha sound.
Yeah, but also the
but
point
I'm also bringing the customer.
Yeah, but the thing is, you must build value around you so that they can be demand around you.
Yeah, you make a point.
Was he wrong to say that?
More sharp. You must be in demand or right.
But it's true.
Oh,
no, I agree with him. Because, like, Joe, you are running a business, right? You know where will I disagree with him? Is when a promoter calls you.
Exactly.
Right? To say, come and perform for exposure. You need to have the liberty to say, I want to perform here for exposure. Strategically so, I get it. You need to position yourself. That's when maybe when as an artist, right, I'm gonna approach a promoter.
Exactly.
To say, can I have an opportunity to perform here? Right? And the promoter will see if you are fit
for that position.
For that position. Or to perform. It's like you or market. It's like a market. It's not wrong slot.
It's not wrong. As I remember, it's a malampo for a themo. Reavo speed scope. Quagar taving marun quoting to an event. There's no lawyers very like a bus.
Sure.
Oh boy, Remela way, sir. Yarton give her by chase. I go show one of the rudy. Remela way, sir. A way, sir. Waga bass up. Transport on government and go hole, what having go dim. Get struggles on. Okay, it's fine. I once said oring to Swanche I can introduce the club owners also. I didn't mean oring. When no Swanjo get you roll every club official or or something. Try to understand the culture at club. You might be playing certain music, but to that certain club I feed each and every club in a quality ayon
the style
everything.
Sure.
Because some places were saying I get house ke private school piano, but you can still play Afro house, but it is similar to what they are playing. Long be creative.
So you introduce yourself, but the question is, how do you introduce yourself to promoters and club owners? What do you have to do that will sell you and impress the club owner or the promoter to say, maybe there's value, maybe this boy deserves an opportunity and a chance for me to put them to perform at my club or to put them to perform at one of my events?
The reason why no daily chillers are record is because of a track about recording. I know that they are good, but the Vapala Kofita, some other places. I record around to learn, profile, biography, and so on. Or even if you are at home, you can type an email mara o ska thoma lore away gape maduma a mangwe sona
Yeah.
o le thoma lore away a o mo tsebe a se tsa ka wa lekane go diegeng it's fine o ngwala email in an appropriate way mo e le reng o apply sort of o apply for mmereko
Sure.
ke apply mmereko ke nna mamamamam this is the places I've played profile ya ka ke dlala music o msolo mso piece of my work e le gore ile ka raloka ka dlala live se yona o ntšha daily chillers a ke re bapala ko uno recorda sa bona ke di live o kogala mašata motho wa ka mara so that's why re keta platform ya daily chillers but a re o re lete go nna ka re le nyaka go record re a patediše
Yeah, rapidly. You must have 3,000
yeah tereta production ya
for standard production in J fair for 1 hour.
1
recording.
hour per person
Yeah, per person,
o
not
sa
the whole
nyake
event.
lesa a o tshwane ke lesa aowa o boima
Not the whole
if
event.
camera
yeah.
ka wa re go recorda gana kwa camera ka bokae
Mixer rock as well because of the load shedding.
o ta o replace sorry I replace selo
Yeah,
better be safe than sorry
the cable,
welele
different kinds of cables.
exactly
There's production after that. We have to edit videos.
edit everything o nyaka le data and re ka se upload low quality o ka la re save data data o
We need to give you HD.
yeah full
So in a nutshell, you are basically saying that Majita, they need to build their profiles. And smaller nyana things really count. Having maybe, right? Having a photographer, your own photographer, someone who's gonna take you pictures.
Exactly.
Specifically, you as an artist.
o nyaka gona ke sa fa rant
Yeah. Then they must also even take videos.
o nyaka gona le for
Right.
video
So-
sa mo fa rant
So basically, you have a photographer and a videographer
yeah.
who's going to document your performances
and
as part of your
quality, you
resume.
must keep the quality that you always give people scar or keep a quality of
Right.
us.
On radio, what we used to do is when people requested interviews, we said, "Do you have a media kit? Please send us your media kit." Like media kit is your profile, your bio, whatever you call it, right?
Ba bangwe ba tla bina,
Where-
plus o tlo re nna re no le sa sekolo ka bira ro ba DJ
Right. So those are some of the requirements that you need to have when you approach people. It's like a CV.
like I've said to some king la na go interview la radio I said or there is always a procedure o ka se no tsena wa rona o nyaka connection ya mamang ka madi a ngeng di ona but follow a procedure
Sure.
o re gone tseba struggle if ba o reject o tsore ba o rejectile ka baka laeng motho lo molata ka connection a ka no itse a re sharp a ilokela a so phoshul la ke re nyaka connection after mo batho ba o sega if mara o follow ile procedure those people can tell you o ka change 1 2 3 1 2 3 will make the song nice so ke idea ngolo ra ka o fa yona mara wona no ra na sharp ke isha bra jego ta ilokela o tan squeeze ina ke re ra squeeze re lokele
Right.
so ntse o follow procedure la le yona o kore lo reng o ne ntong ba ye kwa wena we ikwe but they can make the song or ebe much more better because batho ba ne experience ba berekile kwa phone go kaka ba ka so hiri ba sa tsoro di eng lo ona go feel ideal itse we apply sky just have sort of jealous o ba ke eng ha o frostane
Yeah.
are bad mouth batho motho a go phoshola ra nya go rona o tswele pele ska no itse fela se bad comment or something.
So, but why do you think? Because I had an interview with Enzo Slagreis, right? There's a part where he says that a lot of artists are lazy, ignorant, and they don't pay attention to detail. They don't read one other thing,
Lo wena ke fela ke chabo bala post
right?
paragraph ba chabo
Yeah,
bala.
because now the same situation happened with Fiesta Black as well. When she was doing the album and the songs for DJ Kanyan. When I asked her, did you read your contract? She said, no,
Hunger.
I didn't read it. Why didn't you read it? You know what she said? The contract was like this.
Anabela kampe ke chekishe lawyer.
The contract was this
signature is
big.
important.
Right? Then I said to her, you should have read it. or took it to someone who could have read it for you so that maybe you understand what you are signing. The contract was there.
And they gave you full pages. Well,
Yeah.
3 pages where my work is 17 pages.
Yeah. Unlike what happened to Makadzi and Page,
So sad, eish.
where you sign a 3-page contract, but when it comes back as when you demand a copy of your contract, it comes as
17 upwards pages.
30 pages.
Yeah.
And remember, also when it comes with as 30 pages, you are already in the middle of the height of your career. You don't want to read it because now there's excitement, there's fame, there's shows, there's music videos, there's interviews, there's everything that is happening. And you are excited.
When tšhelete ba berekela wena after ore he batho ba betrayile what wala batho ba ntšha tšhelete le bona.
Yeah, but
I think before we judge something, we must look for both sides or what you
yeah, that's why I'm trying to.
comment also show. Comment because of someone said you saw it on social media. No, look from both sides. Try to find out what you are lying.
Yeah, that's why I said in the beginning that we need to talk about people blowing things out of proportion and making issues personal when they actually mean business. And you should have handled the situation in a professional manner that suggests that you understand the business. Because most of the time when I talk to artists, now I tell them that remember, you are the business, you are the center of attraction, you are what makes profit, right? So if you don't conduct yourself in such a manner that suggests that you understand that you are the business, you pay everyone else.
Exactly.
For the record label to be able to make money, it is because of the talent and the art of the artist. They are just basically investing in the quality, in the skill that you have to generate more. Obviously, it's a profit-orientated business approach. They want to make profit off of you, right?
Yeah.
But you need to understand, without you, they will not be able to make the profit. So you need to also be able to discuss terms and conditions that favor you.
Exactly.
And when you agree, it's something that you understand. But also at the same time, you find that most artists are desperate and vulnerable. And mostly, it's not desperate out of hunger. It's desperate out of fame. People want to be famous. People want to make quick money. Understandably so, man. The economy is bad, right? And everyone wants an opportunity and they want to grab at any chance that they get to, one, either get famous, make money, become a big celebrity, and become a big artist in the country. So the issue of two sides of the story, it's also important, but also reading the terms and the condition and the fine print.
Exactly.
What is it that you are agreeing to?
If we want to contract or something,
then you don't record your first song.
You don't do anything.
You don't record your first song.
Or maybe take pictures, like whenever you sign, if you understand everything, take picture of each and everything. What are we pay?
Yeah, but also artists, they are not being transparent, and also they're not being
and I don't want to
real.
I guess the other side of the story.
Yeah.
I don't know if
That's precisely what I'm saying. That you'd find the record label said to the artist that we realize that you don't have a vehicle, we realize that you don't have accommodation, we realize that your wardrobe needs an upgrade.
Exactly.
Right? So we have a proposal for you. What we're going to do and try to do so that we elevate your brand and we build you the way you are supposed to be like a superstar, because you want to be a superstar. We have the means, we have the resources, we have the capacity to give you what you desire to be, right? But then now we're going to give you 100,000 advance. Yeah. So this 100,000 is going to help you at least maybe to get accommodation, to upgrade your wardrobe.
Under the company.
And then also we are going to try to get you a car as well.
Under the company.
So the remainder of the money is going to help you to move around, you understand, to buy things that you might need. You agree, right? They say, okay, we're signing a 3-year deal. We are giving you 100,000 advance. On top of the 100,000 advance, the record label also, what does it do? It also pays for your social media. To get that verification blue tag, someone had to work. You understand? To get 100 views and followers and likes and comments and reactions.
Exactly.
The record label paid for that
To get there, those influencers or they already verified or share they are paying those people.
Exactly.
And they won't share it. They are paying those people.
Right? Then they move from social media now. They have to now focus on your YouTube channel.
Exactly.
Right? So that it can generate money. Right? It can be on the trending list of your song can be on the trending list of any.
Even for radio interviews, they
Yeah.
apply for you. When they apply,
No, PR in general. Do you understand? The record label is handling PR. So the money keeps piling up. On top of that 100,000 they gave you, the money keeps on. Do you understand? And now they're saying, all right, okay, you also need a road manager. Right? You need a videographer and a photographer.
You need a DJ or a performing
You need a DJ.
artist.
You also need dancers as well.
Uh-huh.
You understand? So, we whatever that you need, tell us. We're gonna make it happen. How do they make it happen, bruh? How do they make it happen? And
Those people must
artists,
get
they don't
paid.
tell us this thing.
Those people must get paid. Wena re go ropile ko tšere o kgone ho perform mo gae o bolt ko fa koloi ke brand ko fa ntho ko fa driver ko fa perform ko fa a good DJ to make a performance lead mara to dio rai a wa mfaselo because of wena o die. That's the other side of the story.
And we're not saying that record labels are not exploiting artists. They are, to some extent,
Eish.
because their business is profit orientated. And at any opportunity where they feel or here we can exploit and make more money, they will definitely do that, right?
Yeah.
And with any situation Joe, re a ropana in life in most cases at
Yeah,
most
everyone
times.
has started mmereko swantja gona.
Why kushi?
Motho a thomang from a thomang club from start. A ne boss.
Awwa.
Ke tšhelete ya gae, just like record label.
Yeah.
O tšea ka tšhelete ya gae. So wena o bona ka re, come on, that's why batho ba di tšea lolo personally. Whenever we're trying to express something, re try go bring a change. A re no go laola ka mmerekong wa gago o die so o senye spane sa gago. Re go fa idea, maybe it can work. Ya go createla mo opportunities le wena wa gola. A re ra go laola gore wena o bereka ka kae dia so o ka se tsene ka checka seno wa botsa gore shelf tse di dienso about challenge. If it's beneficial, they'll sit and talk about it. Ba bona re ba berekela na. But if wena you are greedy, you nagana everything ka wena, a o to re a o ebile ke ya mokhia.
So the issue is there's no transparency, especially in the media, in the music industry. You understand? And that's what brings about problems and conflicts, because people are not being honest with each other. Then they break the trust, and then everyone feels like bona, they have contributed more than the other one, right? And then also with record labels, we must also acknowledge the fact that they can identify talent, potential talent,
Yeah.
and really groom it and make a person who has never imagined that one day they would be where they are
Today because of
today. The record label made sure,
Yeah.
right? We should also be able to talk about the contribution of the record label, but also we should be able to talk about record label really ripping off artists and frustrating them and pushing them to a level of stress, depression, and suicide.
Okay.
And taking drugs to cope with situations. You would think with what they know and what they've heard about the industry, they would do better, but they are still caught up in the same
position.
in the same position. Joe, I thought maybe
This time you must be somewhere.
you understand this thing differently and better, man.
A ke no re dilo di ka se re berekela o swana. A se rona ke rile so le wena ka o berekela so. Lo di a change le season ya change. Motlharo ka no ba le di annual usually, but ka other season o sa emi but a ona le eno.
Joe, we're gonna have to cut it short.
Yeah, we were just thanking you and educating someone or educating.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we prolonged some of the conversations. The other part that I wanted to talk about was podcasting, ne?
Yeah.
And the sun is setting. We're sitting in the balcony, at the balcony.
Really better come on,
Yeah, because it's like 7 minutes before load shedding. So this is a South African experience. Can you imagine? We have to work under pressure because of load shedding. Yeah. So the last part that I wanted us to talk about, the last part I want to talk about is podcasting. As a podcaster and as a beginner podcaster in the podcasting and like in the YouTube world as well, there are a lot of challenges, and the challenges are on maintenance and sustainability of the platform, right? And also on the purpose and the aim why we've created this podcast and why we have created this channel. Yes. We seem to have a challenge when the podcast grows and everyone is gravitating towards the podcast and everyone wants to be on the podcast. I can tell you one thing, it is not easy to start a podcast, to maintain a podcast, and to be consistent and to load videos every week or every day. It is not easy. And we can't put everyone on the podcast. You will have your chance. And like, if you are really working hard and we see your work, obviously you're gonna get an invitation from us. And when you get the invitation, it is on us.
Yes.
The cost is on us.
Everything.
If we want you at a certain venue or we have studios, we're gonna invite you.
Busy. Respect other thing.
Right?
But opportunity cannot like we only live once.
It's getting dark. There's a cloud there that is it's covering the sun. Under the sun. Starting a podcast is not an easy job, and maintaining this thing is really difficult.
First of all, it's
equipment,
production, data, quality,
guests, a lot of things. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, this is a South African reality, ne? Because when I started in the beginning, I told you that we are using equipment that requires us to use electricity. So we're gonna have to cut this podcast short. We're gonna have to cut this discussion short and just close it here and conclude by saying that thank you for your support. We really appreciate your support. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Just make sure that this content spreads everywhere, and then everyone subscribes and everyone gets to hear what we are about. If this cuts before I finish talking, you must know that it was cut because of the load shedding. My name is Jack Rams. I was chilling with KG Wakasi. Follow us on social media, Jack Rams. I'm the only Jack Rams you can ever find. If you find anything that does not look like me, it's not the one.
Yeah, that's when you confirm. If you want to confirm a video call, we want to see the person.
Yeah. So the sun is setting, it's getting darker. It means under
the sun.
Under the sun. Until we meet again next time, we're out. Signing out.
Shasha.